what was on. But I'll just go back a few years ago when she was, she used to do a lot of pony jumping in Cavan. Every Friday night we went to Clark's and she was jumping in the Winter League. She had a wee pony called Bambi. And he was a flying machine and she could jump and play it. But she was jumping in the Winter League anyway and come into the final, and she got into the final. She had her qualified for the jump off, and it was again the clock. So she jumped round like a flying machine that he was, and she was time up and everyone was cheering. She had the competition won. Only for one error at the very end, she forgot to go through the clock. And she was eliminated.
Aww.
Oh. Well, the air went blue and red. There's a different side of Joanne. It went very blue. And the next day it was bluer. Until 3 or 4 days later, I called her over and said, "This will have to stop. You can't go on like this." So the best thing you can do is go to confession. So she went to confession, and she come home anyway, and she looked a bit relaxed anyway. So this fella, Kevin, and she says, "How'd you get on?" "Oh," she says, "all right."
That's great.
Only, she says, "the penance." And she says, "What about the penance?" He told me to say the rosary. Twice. So that settled her. So she went on then to work anyway, and she went to work in Killarney, and she moved back up to Cavan for a while, and then she went to work on Athlone, and everything seemed to change then in Athlone. Extra work and later nights and car broken down and all sorts of excuses until Kevin appeared on a crutch. Only a broken ankle from playing hurling. So anyway, Kevin come back down to Butler's Bridge regular, and Joanne says, "Kevin would love to do a bit of fishing." So he said he'd love to go out in the lake and do a bit of fishing. So I said, "That's no problem." So I asked him what he fished with, you see, and he says, well, "Black pedal?" "No, not one of them. No." A Gwyn bush. He was using better flies than that, Pat. And a church view. But anyway, he went out he got a few lessons on fly fishing. And off he went anyway, and the first day he came in with 2 fish. And then he kept coming back, and he was getting his quota, which was 4. Nearly every time he went out, he was playing us with fish and fish and fish, and we got tired eating them.
Brilliant.
So,
Sarah?
Kevin made good works at the fishing anyway. We went away to fishing up Sheelan one day, and put the boat behind the trailer and come back. And he was back up in the village, and this man met Joanne, and he says, "God, Vincie must like Kevin." And she says, "Why?" Well, he says, "I seen him going away to fish in the boat there." And he says, "I seen him back." He says, "He's the first." So, where do you go from there anyway? I don't know really. Joanne, right, Kevin then come down one day, he had a sore shoulder, and he asked me for the loan of the boat to do a bit of rowing. He was out there, and Joanne arrived with him. And she said, "Where are you going?" And she says, "I'm going out with Kevin in the boat." say, it's cold, it's be frozen. No, she says, I know. So she was into the house earlier when she got her coat and we went out in the lake. But when she was in the house, Kevin says, I'm going to propose to Joanne out on the lake. Ask her for her hand in marriage, he said. Jesus, I hope he asked her for the right hand. That has been dipping into my pocket. But then I realised things like that only happen at Lure.
He's a fucking
So
evil dog.
Joanne went into full flight from there on. So, anyway, this is the end result. I wish them all the very best and happiness in the future. And on behalf of Chrissy and myself, I would like to welcome Kevin into the Barclay family. We found a bomb with Mammy here herself. He's handy about the house. So I'll get you all chat. And what about the bridesmaids? Aren't they looking for as well? And leave it all to Father Kevin here. I'm not saying about him. Should have said you much. But he's done a good job anyway. So I'd like to for you all to stand up and toast the bride and groom.
Bride and groom. Cheers. One more candle. Yeah, cheers.